Come on. There we go.
Alright, so I'm going to be doing part 2 of my Q&A right now. I did one a while ago and haven't really gotten to it again, so I'm going to give it another go. So, I didn't post it. I didn't even post it. So I just posted it, so now we'll wait until this is like fully up and so I can get some questions and get all that going. Alright, so Jordan _ Badia, he asked, who was your favorite scooter rider growing up? My favorite scooter rider was probably, I think, Cam Ward or Ryan Williams, because those are like the two people I watched their edits first, so I was like really hyped on them. I think I watched a Vincent Cutternut edit actually, so I was like hyped on him too. So pretty much all the people that, well, Cam and Vincent are like the two people I hang out with a lot, so it's kind of weird getting to hang out with people that you looked up to your scootering career. Or I guess like the beginning of your scootering career. Something I haven't answered before. Braxton3571 asks, are you going to travel around the US anytime soon? I actually have no idea. I hopefully will, I mean I always go back to Texas and stuff, but hopefully me and will be going to Denver and a bunch of other places, and that's kind of our plan. We have like this little trip that we want to do, but not entirely for sure. I don't want to like say anything about it yet, so you guys aren't like all hyped on it beforehand, so I guess we'll wait until then. Next question. Cal_Fisk16 said, what is your dream car? Right now, my dream car is a Mitsubishi Evo GSR. That's kind of my car that I've wanted for a while, and that's kind of what I want after I sell my Velociter, which hopefully we'll sell the Velociter soon, but I've been saying that for a year, so I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Laskin_photo said, what's the hardest trick you've ever landed? My hardest trick I've ever landed hardest trick I've ever landed. I'm trying to think of one that took me like the longest, but I'm not entirely for sure if there's a few tricks that I've landed that I really enjoy, like the look of it and the feel of it, but I'm trying to think longest trick. Oh, I think the one off the top of my head is probably flare to cam plant. I've only done that once, and I know you guys see me do front flare to cam plants, but front flare to cam plants are easier. So if I like ever do another flare to cam plant, that's like a big deal for me, because that's honestly really hard. Ronan15_, where were you born? I was born in Amarillo, Texas, which is, if you know what Texas is, there's like the square part at the very top, dead center. That's where I grew up, in like some farmlands and a bunch of grass and all that fun stuff. So that's where I grew up, and now I live in San Diego with Will. Well, actually, I moved to San Diego before. I lived here for a year, and then me and Will ended up getting a place together. Matt John Mueller, favorite ramp at Claremont? I think my favorite ramp is probably Skater Cross, only because I guess you can consider that one big ramp. But if I was talking like specifics, like certain ramps at certain places, I would probably say the second box or the first box. One of the two, because you just have so much airtime and you can pretty much do like whatever trick you want to, and it feels so sick. I don't know why everyone asks for a flip check. I can backflip, but I have neighbors, and you guys always ask me to do that when I'm in my house, and I have people that live below me, and I have hardwood floors, so I honestly don't. You'll probably never see me do a flip check in here unless we're about to move out. EJ_behind_bars said, if you could change your name, what would it be? My name was actually supposed to be Landon, so it's supposed to be Landon Lee Lindley. If you don't know, that's my middle name, it's Lee, but I think I like that name a lot for some reason. Just I don't know why, but I think Landon sounds cool. Clayton is kind of just like a weird name, I feel like, but Landon, if I was just gonna have like a basic name, it'd probably be Landon. From Joseph Farah commented, are your ears and hands feeling better? Well, my hand is good. I have hold on, I'll actually read you exactly what I have. I didn't really post about this. For everyone that doesn't know, I went and got an MRI. I got the results back from it a couple days ago, but I have a acute non-displaced intra-articular fracture in the ulnar side of the second metacarpal base with associated bone marrow edema extended from the base to the midshaft of the second metacarpal. Which basically means, I have like this, I'm gonna put my phone down. So basically what that means is that this like bump that I have right here, it's basically bone marrow going on top of the fracture I have. Because I guess whenever I fell in 1080, since my hand went like, I think it went that way. Yeah, it went that way. So it just like popped my bone right here. So now I have a big old bump. I doubt you can see that, but That's the bump. And the fracture went all the way through my joint, so that's why I'm getting such bad pains whenever I'm riding, because whenever I like hold onto my handlebars or like move my wrist a lot, it's just like making that swell up and get all inflamed and whatnot. Speaking of my ears are all good. I just got half my stitches taken out, so it's almost there. I'm going on Monday, which I'm filming this on Thursday, February 2nd, and this Monday I'm gonna go get them all the way out. So I should have just normal ears again. So I'm pretty hyped on it. Alright, Braden212121 commented, do you have a girlfriend? I do not have a girlfriend. Michael_Morono3 said, are you going to Ronka's ISA on February 18th? Yes, I actually am going to Ronka's ISA on February. I'm just going to try to compete. I'm not doing all the sports this year, so hopefully I'll be able to make it to Barcelona or wherever the finals are. I keep hearing rumors that it's in America and then some that it's still in Barcelona, so I have no idea what they're doing, but we'll all find out. Me and Chris Ferris are doing a camp at Ronka, so if you want a spot there, you better sign up fast. I'll have like the link in the description so that you can go and click exactly where you need to go and get everything figured out so you can go sign up for the camp. It's going to be a good camp. You'll learn a lot. So it's only, I think it's $55 if you sign up early, and then $65 of the day of. So just letting you know. Casey_more_85 said, do you plan on getting another sleeve on your arm? I'm thinking about it. I think if I do get another like full sleeve, it's not going to be as colorful, because as you guys know, my arm's fairly colorful, so I think it's kind of ridiculous to have two colored sleeves. I mean, I guess I could, but I'd just be drawing a bunch of attention to myself. I already draw a bunch of attention to myself from my sleeve already, so if I did get another sleeve, it would just be black and gray. It wouldn't be anything like super crazy. It would be good, but it wouldn't be anything like super gnarly or anything like that. Alright, Allen_Gonzalez_7404 commented, favorite NFL team? I don't really watch football that much, but if I were to choose one team, it's like me and my dad's favorite would probably be Green Bay, because I know I'm from Texas and I probably should like the Texans or the Cowboys, but who's a fan of the Cowboys, honestly? Man, these are good. These are actually really good questions, guys. Okay, Blake Milton _. What is your favorite thing about riding scooters? My personal favorite thing about riding scooters is the fact that you can be insanely creative with it. You never really have to worry about, I mean, there are other people doing like specific tricks that the other person might be doing, but I feel like everyone has their one specific trick that they're able to do, and I feel like that's really, really cool, because in the BMX world and skating world, I mean, there's a lot of creativity in skateboarding, but I feel like with scootering, there's a larger variety, because you have handlebars, you have a deck, and you can spin and flip, so it's like, there's millions of possibilities that you can possibly do. Like, scootering's never going to stop progressing, because there's no way to stop progressing it, because there's so many things you can do, and there's like new tricks coming out all the time, and that's how it's always going to be. If you guys follow Undialed on Instagram, you'll see there was a kid that did a thing called a wonder flip, and he does like a downside whip front whip, but it like, instead of the whip going this way with his hand, it goes like the opposite way. It's trippy. If you guys go follow it, go check it out. It's pretty sick. The thumbnail is like a kid doing this, so it's actually pretty easy to find. Let's keep this going. I'll answer a few more. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I don't want to be too long. Alright, C.U.B.B.I.E says, what are your opinions of Trump? But yeah, I don't really care about politics, so I could care less. If Hillary got in, cool. If Trump got in, cool. I really don't care. Alright, _Sam Brennan 13 said, where's the favorite place you've ever visited? My favorite place I've ever visited is probably Gold Coast, Australia. It kind of depends. The only places I've really been is I've been to Mexico once, I've been to Canada, I've been to Europe, I've been to Australia, and I think all in all, I'm kind of in between on England and Australia, because they're both really, really cool places. Australia is more of like a scenic area, I feel like, and I really love scenery and stuff like that. I actually filmed a lot of cinematography when I was in Australia for Pro Series, so you guys will eventually see that. I'm still working on it. I don't know if I'm going to upload it now or if I'm going to do it for when my web edit drops, so I guess we'll find out. And my web edit's going to be like a long ways away. I just haven't had time to really work on it or have the motivation to, so yeah, that's how that's going. Let's answer 2 more, and then we'll call it quits. Underscore Hayden Roth underscore said, if you weren't riding scooters, what would you be doing? I actually had scholarships for kicking field goals whenever I was in high school, so I would probably still be in college being a kicker, or I don't know, maybe, I doubt NFL, but like, who knows, things can get crazy. I doubt it, but I probably would be at Texas Tech or some small school kicking field goals, and honestly, that's the only thing I can think of. Or I'll just still be stuck in Texas and be doing nothing with my life. Alright, so R_U_ready_2_Reggie, I think that's what it is. I probably pronounced that wrong. Favorite combo to do on skatercross? My favorite combo to do on skatercross? Well, it kind of depends on what ramp we're talking about. So I'll kind of walk you through my like daily run on skatercross. So I feel like my favorite thing to do into the roller, because I always do a trick when I am rolling in to hit the first one. So I'll either do tail whip or I'll do heel rewind in, because that's just kind of like a flowy trick. Then I'll land, and then over the first box, which is the biggest box, is 22 feet. I've heard 24, but I think it's 22, pretty positive. So on the second one, or on the first box, I either do heel rewind or I'll do like a late triple type thing, just to kind of keep balance in the air, because I feel like if you just jump it, it kind of like throws you off. Well, that's how it is for me, at least. I can't really jump a box just by itself. I have to do a tail whip or something like that. So if you ever see me do a random tail whip, that's just me jumping over something. That's not me messing up. That's just me being sketchy. So on the second box, I'll normally 3 late triple or 3 heel rewind double or 3 bar triple. Kind of depends on how I hit it, but that's like probably like one of my favorite tricks to do over that box at least. Or just like a fat Superman, like hit the first one, get like a little tail up over the first one, and then like pump as hard as you can, and then just like do like the biggest Superman you can, and that feels really sick because you're just so high in the air and you're just looking down while you're just completely flat in the air, and it's really, really cool. If you guys see my Instagram, I actually have a picture of me like floating one, and that's probably like one of my favorite pictures on that ramp by far. There's like a little like roller box thing, like it has like the box and then like rolls down like that. So you can like either land up here or you can land into the second one, but normally if you want to get speed for the fourth box, which is like one of the best boxes that isn't massive, it's probably like the best box jump I've ever ridden, other than the second box, but the second box doesn't count because it's massive and it shoots you straight up in the air. Or the first one, I'll probably do finger triple, or I'll do heel rewind bar, or finger whip to bar. I normally get sketchy on that box, and then I'll like land, and depending on how I land on that box, if I didn't get all like sketched out, then I'll either do bride double or 3 inward. I used to do 720s over the box, but obviously you guys know why I don't do 720s over that box that much anymore. It's just a mental thing now, so it's just from the 1080. But I'm just going to call it quits there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I promised you guys that there would be a second part of this, so I hope this is a good second part. I try to answer questions that I normally haven't answered before, and you guys actually asked me a bunch of cool questions, so thanks for that a lot. It helped me out a ton, and you guys always make it easy for Q&As and stuff like that. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment down below. If you hated it and you have anger built up, comment it down below. If you're like, hey, this was cool, blah, 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 then also comment that down below. If you have any more questions, make sure to DM me, and I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can. No promises. I get a lot of DMs a day, so I try to get back to you guys, but it is kind of hard. So don't get mad if I don't DM you back. So make sure that you check out the link below to sign up for the Ronka Camp, because I promise you it's going to be a really cool thing. So the spots are almost filled up. Just make sure you go and sign up for that. I'll be signing off, I guess, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.